Hello there, this is Luigi with DB Services, and I'm here today to show you our FileMaker SignNow integration and help you walk through it. So first thing first, if you haven't already, please download our FileMaker SignNow integration application from the article and have your web browser open, okay? So first thing is you want to create your new app on your SignNow account. So if you don't already have one, you can go to signnow.com/API so you can do this testing as we go through our development setup, right? So once you're in here, you can just log in with your login account and password and hit login. So first thing is you just create the SignNow account. So once you're in here, just simply go down to the API button right here and go to the keys here to add an app, call it whatever you want, hit add, and then copy this basic authentication token. Make sure that this is hit green because we want this to be active, not deactivated, right? So you just copy this, you just paste it in here, and the login and username is pretty much what you logged in with earlier, right? Your services.com. So login password is your SignNow login password name. Okay, so once these are done, hit next step. So the first part is very simple, right? You just have to click the get access and refresh token. You just click it and it'll just get populated right here. So once here, now one thing we want to do is we want to create templates. So we're not creating the templates in here in the SignNow. We're actually doing something different. We're storing the template right in FileMaker. So I'm going to show you how we're storing the templates in our FileMaker system. So if you hit new template, you can just add a template name. I'm just going to call it test template. And you can add a description if you want. And here are the steps 1 to 4. It's really straightforward. It's guided by step by step. If you already know what you're doing exactly, if you're expert, you can just go do this, skip upload, and add new fields. And these are the custom fields you can add onto your template. But you have to know exactly the location, the page you want it, and the position and the dimension of it, which is kind of difficult for people to know these things. So it's always best to go through the whole process. So here, I want to insert the file. I already have a demo file prepared, so I'm going to insert it. Now I'm going to upload it to SignNow. So once I hit the upload button, it's going to upload this to SignNow, and it's going to open a web page. A few things to note as it's uploading is you need to sign into your SignNow account, or else it won't upload properly. So okay, so that pretty much uploaded here. So a few things, what we're going to do is we're going to add these custom fields in here to create our template for our specific template right now, which is this test template. I want to add that there are 3 things that are not supported right now in these fields right here. We're not supporting the radio group button, the drop down field, and the calculated tech field because it's a little bit complex to go through all of those processes. So it's just like, okay, they're not used often anyway. So anything else is fair game. You can add them. So now I'm gonna create a template, and I per se that I just want to create this template to be like I want the user to initialize every page that goes through. So I'm going to hit initial field here. I'm going to go to each one and add an initial field here, just so that I know that they agree to whatever that's being read. And here, and then the final page would just be a signature and a date field. So that is done. So one thing I want to do is and then once this is done, once you hit save and close, you want to hit create, which pulls in all these smart fields that we created in here into FileMaker. Suppose you didn't hit save and close, right? You just hit create. There's error trapping in the FileMaker system that says, hey, you uploaded the document template, but you didn't save it because there's just no smart fields in there, right? You hit save and close, and it would save this document template. In case we upload the template, but it didn't show up, you can just always click this button. It'll open it up right back for you with the information. So when you hit create, what's happening is it just pulls in all the smart fields that you created in there using API. It just pulls in, parse through all the information and pulls in all the dimensions and stuff into here. And what happens with this, and then finally it deletes the template, right? Because this is just a template. We're storing it on the FileMaker end. We don't care about storing it on the SignNow end. So this gives you much more control over your templates. You can literally modify the fields here, add new ones, change the page of where it appears. But this actually requires you to know specific dimensions and everything, so which can be pretty tough. But this is gives you much more leeway, much more level room to mess around with these fields here. So now we have at least one template, so we can proceed. We can proceed to the next step, which is the uploading the process of the documents, right? So here we want to select the test template that we uploaded. And now I'm going to drag and drop the same template that I wanted here. But now, as you can see, right, I'm going to refresh. So to let you know that this is an actual upload of the document, not the template. So this is empty right now. So if I upload this, so it's doing two things here I want you to know. It's uploading this Word document. It could be a Word document or PDF into FileMaker, and then it's applying the smart field that were in the template that's stored in FileMaker into the uploaded template. So it won't open here, but if you refresh this page you're on, or you just click on the link, it'll open it up. And if I just refresh this page, you can see that it actually did upload it. Here, it just opened the file. And it has all the smart field that we wanted in the template into here. So this is how you check, right? Pretty much you can check from here. And now you want to send this document to someone, right? So first thing here is you just want to enter the receiver, the signer, who's going to sign this field. So this is all. The thing about this application right now is it's built with the intention of only one signer in mind. So if you have dual signer, this won't work right now. So you're going to have to reverse engineer the code in here and figure out how to do it. But it's possible, but just not something that's provided here. But what's available here is you can enter a username signer who would receive this SignNow email, and this will be the user who signed it. And down here are anybody you want to view this important document without having given them access to sign it. You can leave this empty too. So, but I'm gonna add username here so that you can see what's happening. So here, if I want to add more than one, you can always add enter return and do something like this. So now we have 3 people, right? If I hit sign right here, it'll send it almost immediately and successfully send the document to the users. So how do you check? You come back in here. And you can see I have my email open, so you can also see it happening. But if you refresh on the SignNow's end, you can see that it will tell you that it's sent to this account, and it's sent to 3 accounts. But this one is for the signer, this one is for the view only and view only. If I go to my email account and I open up the new signature request, view document, this is the signer. Remember, I sent it to the signer, and there are all these initial fields I had to go through: initialize, and sign and date it. But if I go to my viewer account, right, this is my viewer email. It's in here somewhere. Ooh, so many. So if I go to here, it's view only. If I go all the way down to all the way through this document, you will not see any signature for this user to sign or anything, because this is only for the CC viewer, right? It's only, oh, this is the important information. I see what our company is doing and what my boss is trying to sign. This is how this tutorial works. So to send multiple ones, right, you can always start again. What you do is here, right, you simply go to, as you can see, this is already sent. For example, if you try to send again something that you already sent, it won't allow you because this document is already sent, right? We already sent this. So there are some error trapping in here that will help tell you that. So if you want to start fresh, you just hit this button. All these are just globals. It's not stored. We don't store how many times you sent it. This is just for a test app, right? So you can always dig deeper into here by looking at the codes later and implement it into your own system. I want to show you possible errors that could happen here. So before I add anything, I'm going to go back to templates. And there are, because of how powerful this thing is, right, you can add like another custom field here. But now I want to add it to page 7, which is 8, by the way. Oh, I forgot to tell you. SignNow goes by start at page 0 instead of 1. So 0 to, this is 7 pages long, this example proposal. But if I add like a 8th page signature that does not exist anywhere, right? I'm just gonna copy the information here at 91, or outside of bounds, right? Like a page bound, you're gonna get some kind of error, but I'm gonna show you this particular error so that it makes sense to catch it. So if you use a template, this is to show you that there are no error trapping for the template that you use in the document that you use. Like there's no machine learning in place that says, oh, this template and this test template and whatever document you added is the same. So if I upload this, what is the error that you expect to happen, right? There's two things. Remember, two things it's doing. It's uploading it first, and then it's adding the smart field up here. So what's gonna happen is very straightforward. It uploads this, but it will fail to add the smart fields. The reasoning behind this is, even though there's only one smart field that is wrong and all the other ones are valid, it will error out because the API call works is that as you parse through all the smart field, you parse through all the smart field and create one big body block of code to push to the API, right? So if there's any one point of failure, it won't add any of the smart fields. So you can see I added an error trapping, SignNow error, adding fields to a non-existent page, right? So this 8th page. If I refresh this, we will get the document here. But as you can see, right, it's uploaded. But if you go inside, there's no the template smart fields and all that will not be added whatsoever because it errored out. That's a few things you can play with. But if you add a like valid location, like you add like a page 6, this to page 6, and then add some other dimension to the left, to the right, these will add properly. For example, I'll show you right now. Add a stamp. I'm gonna call this a stamp 1, and I make this 100, 100, and I'm gonna add this to page 1 actually, and it's gonna be up from the top left, so I'm gonna make it 30, 30. It's gonna be really close to here, somewhere around here, a stamp. So do this. If I go to next step, if I refresh again, select the same template, but this time again, I'm going to go back, make sure so that you can see. You can even manually add the customizable template in FileMaker without even having to do it in SignNow. But if you really want to create, like, edit it in such a way that that you don't have to go through all that process, it's best to go to the 1 to 4 step process. So if I open here, you can see that I manually added this stamp field, 30 pixel, 30 pixel. It's on the left corner here, 100 by 100 pixel. That was me adding it from the FileMaker in without even having to enter here and pull in the data. So it's pretty decently powerful SignNow template app that we've created. So that's everything, and thank you.